Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to yet another video, and in this video we shall be taking a look at one of the latest devices in the market right now. This is a mid-range device and we are going to look at the Xiaomi Mi A3. Now going further, looking at the display, I really like the viewing angles and everything. This phone has the stats and everything on this phone looks really good. The back is made of glass and it looks really premium. The Xiaomi logo has a bit modified, and you also have the old school headphone jack which you miss on the new variants and the bigger flagship phones. It has micro SD card expansion and rocks a solid 720p display. Now on the bottom there is a really good speaker grill, but it is a mono speaker and the other grill is just for a show. The display is pretty good and it looks solid, but the low resolution might be taken into account for some people, and there is no such thing as 1080p on YouTube because of the 720p display. But due to the AMOLED display, it can still beat a lot of other displays in the market, at least in the mid-range sector. It is rocking an in-display fingerprint sensor, so you can unlock your phone pretty easily, and it is a pretty good thing to have. But it can be a bit buggy and slow at times, especially when your fingers are wet or something like that. The facial recognition is also there and it works fine in my case, and it is pretty good as well. Now, Xiaomi Mi A3 is an Android 1 project phone and it is rocking the stock Android. So the UI is pretty clean and there is basically no bloatware here or there. And it will also get the faster updates, and it is running on Android Pie 9.0 right now. Icons look good and animations are sleek as well. Now there is a specific feature in this phone called as the IR Blaster, by which you can control the AC or even do some other things. Scrolling and everything looks pretty fine, and here are the benchmark scores of this phone. They look really good and promising, but there is a thing, they still can't beat the flagship score of a 2-year-old flagship phone, but still that looks pretty fine. Now gaming on this phone is a breeze. I don't know how the Snapdragon variant always manages to game pretty well, but this is a really good to game on. Now coming to the cameras, there is a 48 megapixel back camera with an 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. They all work really good, producing some really good low light shots as well as the daytime shots. The 48 megapixel sensor is pretty capable when looking at its details, but actually in low light it is above average and more than I expected, to be honest. The front camera is also pretty good, which is a 32 megapixel sensor, and it can also do portrait selfies pretty well. Edge detection is fine and the video recording is also there. There is no stabilization though, and on 1080p you get a bit of EIS, but when it comes to 4K 30 frames per second there is basically no stabilization. Now when it comes to screen on time on battery testing, it gets 7 hours plus, which is remarkably well due to the lower resolution display and an AMOLED display. It is a really battery champ when it comes to battery life, and it can charge pretty well and it can charge in 2 hours and 3 minutes, which is again a really good for a 4000 mAh of battery. So if you want to consider buying a smartphone with a really good battery as you go to device, then this might be the one, with a really good design, a good camera quality, an above average display I would say, and really good cameras. Also you might take into the account that the fingerprint sensor is buggy sometimes and maybe it has an accuracy of 70%. So that was it for the video. Hope you guys liked it. Smash the like button if you liked the video and make sure to subscribe, and thanks a lot to Aman's channel for getting me this video without any copyright. So thank you all. This is Riz and I'm signing out. Peace out.